Alright everyone, welcome back. Apologies, it's been a little while since I last posted a video. It's been kind of twofold really. Firstly, I had the big C and the symptoms that I had on Tuesday before last, in particular my throat, was really quite bad, and the symptoms didn't really subside until the start of last week. And then secondly, there hasn't been a whole lot to talk about until now. As if there was, I would have probably just, chugged a can of Man Up and battled through it to get the news out to you guys as soon as possible. Also, the Witch Queen DLC for Destiny 2 came out on Tuesday last week, and I've been kind of no life in that. So, yeah, my bad, it's been a little while, but we have got some stuff I want to talk about in today's video. There is at least another video I want to talk about as well. This is about the Division 2 and microtransactions, and that's following a recent survey. And I should have a video on that shortly, but today I wanted to talk about the Division Heartlands because some new screenshots have been leaked on Twitter recently. Now with that said, I hope you're all doing well and I hope you're all keeping safe, and let's get right into this. I don't think there's any doubt the Division Heartland is getting ever closer to release, with playtesting ongoing as we speak, I believe. Now following the alpha footage we had nearly a year ago, I think it was March of last year, it's been pretty quiet, aside from a couple of leaks which included what we believe to be the cover artwork for Heartlands a little while ago. Now this artwork can still be found online. I have it saved on my computer as well, but this was actually DMCA struck on Twitter, which actually did add to its validity. And I also believe anyone who used it in a video here on YouTube had their videos hit with copyright claims. So for the purposes of protecting my channel from any kind of claims, I'm not going to be including any images here for this video. Instead, if you are really that intrigued, you can search for them on Twitter, but to be honest, the images, they really don't show anything at all. It's the text that comes with those images which are actually really important, and that's what I'm going to cover in today's video. So if you do want to check it out, then by all means do. Just go on Twitter after this video and you can find them. So for the longest time, we believe the two new game modes coming to Heartlands was called Storm and Expedition, until recently industry insider Tom Henderson revealed the Expedition mode was actually called Excursion. Well, a new screenshot was leaked recently from a playtester's account which shows the two modes to be called Excursion and Hunt. Now Excursion being the PvE mode and Hunt being the PvE VP mode. What we don't know is if the Hunt mode has changed in any way from before, with the name of the mode would suggest. So back in the alpha it was called Storm, probably because the mode had a random and roaming contamination area, but more importantly because if the game goes on for too long and players don't extract, which is the purpose of playing that mode, the mode kind of turned into a traditional kind of battle royale King of the Hill experience to force a winner. In this instance, Storm and the title, it made sense. So it's possible the new mode being called Hunt means that something fundamentally may have changed with this game mode, and perhaps the battle royale ending might have been removed, but that's unclear at this stage. I have reached out to a couple of people who may or may not have the answers to that, and if I do get the answers to that and I'm allowed to talk about it, then of course guys I'll bring it to you. But yeah, we've got Hunt and we've also got Excursions. Those are the two game modes coming with Heartlands. Next up, and another screenshot revealed information for playtesters of Heartlands. So I believe this particular screenshot I'm going to talk about was given to playtesters before they actually experienced that playtest. Now it was broken down into 3 paragraphs with 3 subheadings. The first one was titled Drip Feed Mechanics, and it says upgrading the base of operations is a core part of new player progressions, slowly revealing depth and nuance for players. The second, titled Gated Zone Discovery Missions, this one said players spend time in each zone before moving on, increasing their familiarity and appreciation of the world of Silver Creek and elongating content. And then lastly, the final paragraph is titled Clear New Player Direction, and this says new players will be progressing linearly for many hours of play, making sure no one is left asking what they should be doing next. Now, none of this is new, and this is clearly tailored towards that new player experience. They want new players to come into the game and not feel overwhelmed, and kind of want almost like a helping hand through at least the initial part, so that they know exactly what they're doing and they can experience the game in full. As I said, none of this is new. I've covered this stuff kind of in videos surrounding Heartlands I've done before. Now, what might have been missed is, I believe in order to play the Hunt game mode, this is the PvP mode, you first have to complete a certain chunk of the exposition mode. Sorry, not expedition, the excursion mode, that's what it's now called. And I don't think these subheadings and descriptions confirm either way, to be honest. I hope that's not the case. I hope we don't have to play the excursion mode in order to play the hunt mode. I don't think many PvP players will be particularly happy about that idea, having to do PvE first for a period before playing PvP. But I actually think that's how the game is going to work, with progress made in the excursion mode carrying over to PvP. Again, very light on details. We don't really know any more than what's been I've said in this video and what I've covered in the past, which doesn't really shed much light on that at all. So it's really hard to say at this stage. But, guys, let me know in the comments down below. If you're a PvP player, would you be happy to go into a new game, this free-to-play Heartlands game, and have to do a little bit of PvE first before you play PvP? Or would you prefer just to go straight into the PvP mode and have that PvP experience? Let me know in the comments down below. Personally, I think most people who would play PvP and want this game for PvP won't like the idea of doing the PvE stuff. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. We'll see what people say. The next thing to come out was the mouse and keyboard layout. Now, as with most button layouts, it's not particularly interesting. Aside from one thing, you will be able to slide. And now that's a feature not found in any of the Division games. Now, this isn't something I remember seeing in any of the alpha footage either, so this is definitely new. Now, I do hope it can't be abused the way that chicken dancing could be in the Division. Otherwise, that could really kind of sour the PvP experience. That sliding and almost, I wouldn't call it advanced movement, but the way that the Division worked with chicken dancing, it became a real big problem. It's hard to hit, and it just became a bit of a mess. I would hope the slide has been balanced, so that's not the case here in Heartlands. I know slide in Destiny was a problem for a while. It's not so much anymore in PvP because they've made changes. So let's hope it's not a problem in Heartlands, but it looks to be a feature coming in Heartlands. Now, the last thing leaked at this point, and there could be more by the time this video actually goes live, is the home screen for Heartlands, which shows the logo with the backdrop being the base of operations, which is an abandoned ice rink named Rocket Rink. And that's about it for what we've had so far, if I'm honest, guys. There was one more screenshot which basically showed inside the base of operations. It looked to be showing a vendor, but to be honest, guys, it was such a bad image. It really made it look really poor. So, again, it's nothing to really talk about. We know there's a base of operations. We know there's going to be vendors. We know there's going to be microtransactions. That's pretty much a given. Unfortunately, there's been no further kind of footage, which would be nice since the leaked alpha footage almost a year ago. And, aside from these very few details that I've gone over in this video, nothing substantial about the new game mode has been revealed officially yet, which is a little bit of a surprise, I have to be honest. I mean, I'm expecting this game to come out in the next kind of 4 months at a maximum, and we've had nothing from Ubisoft. There's been no marketing around this, and I know that Ubisoft like to leave it late, but they really are leaving it late with this one. Even many Division players who still play the Division 2 have no idea about the Division Heartlands. Every time I make a video about Division Heartlands, I see comments from people saying, what is this game all about? And I have to, and sometimes I have to refer people back to my previous videos. There's no hype around this whatsoever, and I really think that Ubisoft need to get the engine moving in that respect. Of course, if there is any leaks or any news and you want to be kept updated, please turn on notifications. You'll have to subscribe first in order to turn on notifications, because I will have you covered here on this channel. The same goes for any Division related content, whether that be Heartlands, the Division 2, or the Division Mobile, which is in development, but absolutely no information is out there, so this must be some way off. Thanks for watching, and until tomorrow's video, epic out.